Now that you know what the Praxis Core Academic Skills Test is and what it measures, let's now discuss scores. So the state has determined cutoff scores for passing the Praxis Core. The scores are as follows. Reading, you must get a 156 or higher. Math, you must get a 150 or higher. And writing, you must get a 162 or higher. Most teacher preparation programs in the state of New Jersey follow those cutoff scores. Now, some actually want higher Praxis Core scores. So it's really important that you do check out the requirements for entry into any of the teacher prep programs or program that you wish to apply to. Make sure if they do require a higher passing score that you know what it is and that you meet it. So now that you know what the scores are, I want to show you some actual data about the passing rates. Now, remember I mentioned that this is a basic skills assessment. So this test is not measuring higher level skills in those three different content areas. Unfortunately, though, not every student will pass the Praxis Core. So I want you to take a look at the passing rates in New Jersey. These percentages were given to us by ETS. Remember, ETS is the publisher of the Praxis Core. Only 56% of students will pass the math, 82 will pass the reading, and 69 will pass the writing. So this is one of the reasons that we suggest and strongly suggest that students take the Praxis Core after they have completed 24 credits or their first year at MCC. This is because there is a chance that you may not pass the test. Now, if you don't pass the test, you can retake any of the content areas that you failed. The problem is that you do have to wait 21 business days, and that does not include weekends or holidays, to retake the test. And this is still up in the air. I cannot give a definitive response to this, but it is my understanding that you might have to pay again if you did fail. But again, check that out with ETS to ensure that you don't have to keep, paying for every single test that you have to retake. So this is the reason that we really strongly suggest you do not delay taking this test. It's much easier to get it over with, and if you do need to retake any of the subtests, that you leave time before you actually graduate and move on to the next place. Now, also, there is this sheet called the College Data Sheet for Transfer. I'm going to open it up and let you take a look at this for a second. And again, you can pause the narration just so that if you want to write anything down. Now, it does seem like this is outdated, 2017, 2018, but these dates right here do not change. Regardless of what year we're in, these dates have not changed. So what I suggest you do is look at the teacher preparation programs you're thinking about. So I'm just going to move this down. And again, you can pause it and write down anything you need to put down. Here are the spring admissions dates. Here are the fall admissions dates. So one of the things we know is that these dates really refer to the college and university as a whole. Because remember, when you do apply, you're applying for entry into the college or university. But then you have to also apply for entry into their teacher preparation program. That is a second step. So let's say you decide to go to Kean University. You will be admitted into Kean University, but that does not mean you are admitted into their College of Education. That's a separate process. So what I suggest is you look at these dates and you make sure that you are applying at least 3 months before these dates, because the College of Education needs to have time to evaluate your requirements, including having your Praxis Core scores, along with your coursework and all of that. So if you wait till the last minute, most likely the College of Education will not be able to evaluate your application packet. I'm going to roll down just to the next page in case there's a college or university over here that anyone is interested in. So again, just take a minute, you can pause it, Now I'm just going to move it up for William Patterson as well because that got cut off. So again, you can pause the narration and feel free to jot down any of these dates. Again, this is for spring on this side here. This is for fall. Okay. And as you can see, some of these dates are really way before, the semester starts. So it's really important that not only do you get your core done and passed, but you also are aware of the different deadlines for any teacher prep program that you are thinking of applying to.